Hello and welcome back to Every Problem. This is Stewart Calculus, 8th edition, Chapter 1, Section 1, Problem 4. So on this problem, it shows two graphs, two functions that are graphed, function f and g, and they are given. So we can see f is this red line here. Here, I'll highlight it. That's f, and g is right here. G is the blue line. So let's go ahead and get started. It says, state the values of f of negative 4 and g of 3. So we'll go to f of negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like f of negative 4 is negative 2. Okay. Part A. F of negative 4 equals negative 2. Great, okay. And then after that, we're going to have g of 3. So 1, 2, 3, and we're on the g graph, right? So there we are, g of 3, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it's 4. So we go over 3 and up 4. G of 3 equals 4. Great, okay. Next part, part B. For what values of x is f of x equal to g of x? This is interesting. So they're asking, at what points do the graphs line up with each other? So what values of x? Well, we do see that the graphs intersect right at this point here and this point here. And if we look down to find the x value, luckily they give one of them to us, 2. And the other one looks like negative 1, negative 2. So the x values, x equals negative 2 and x equals 2. Part C, estimate the solution of the equation f of x equals negative 1. So I believe they're asking, estimate what x value we have at y equals negative 1. So for the function f, that's this red one right here, they're asking the x value at negative 1. Looks like it's negative 1, 2, 3. So we'll go ahead and put negative 3 for that one. Part C. X equals negative 3. Part D. Okay. On what interval? Oh man, the eraser's really escaping me today. So it says, on what interval is f decreasing? Okay, well, looks like it's decreasing from about here all the way to here, right? The graph is going downwards. And so because it's going down, that does mean that the values are decreasing. I know that might sound a little bit obvious to say, but it's good to have the redundancy because later on in calculus there will be some times that it's good to really know what's increasing and decreasing. So it looks like from 0 to 4. So it's decreasing from 0 to 4. We'll say decreasing on x values 0, 4. Means from 0 to 4. Great, okay. E. State the domain and range of f. Okay. We have to make sure that we have our graphs straight, right? You don't want to mix the graphs up when we do this. So we have f, domain and range. Okay. Domain of f, it looks like it goes from -1, 2, 3, 4, -4, all the way to +4. Good. Domain, -4, 4. Range, those are the highs and lows of the graph. Looks like 3 and -2. Good, okay. So we'll have the range, -2, 3. Anytime we're writing out the domain and range, you do want to start with your lowest number and then go to your highest number. So that's the reason why I always start with a smaller number. And lastly, for part F, it's another domain and range, but this time it's for the function g. G's domain is almost the same, but we see it ends 1 unit earlier. The domain of G is from -4 to +3. So domain, -4, 3. And range, well, its range is always positive. I'd say this is about a half, and that's its lowest point. And right here is its highest point at 4. So I will just say that the range is from 1/2 to 4. Range 1/2, 4. Now with all of that done, I believe that's everything with this problem parts. A through F. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.